The police report is here, Your Honor.
Does it say in the police report that he hit you?
No, ma'am.
No, because he didn't put his hands on you.
My son.
What did you do, Mr. Audio? Tell me what you did. I
Uh,
read what you did. I can't believe what you did, but I read what you did.
Your Honor, if you read the...
I asked you what you did.
Okay. I defended myself, Your Honor, at that time.
What did you do, sir?
He was trying to throw me on the floor. I really...
You pulled out a gun on him,
Um,
and you shot the gun. You pulled out a gun, and you shot the gun over flowers. Are you a moron?
no, ma'am.
Well, there's something wrong with you. I would be hiding under a rock, not acting as plaintiff in a lawsuit. There's something wrong with you. Over 15 baskets of flowers, somebody's trying to make a living, and you knew the police were there, and the police did nothing to him. And when he says to you, the police said I could be here, and you said, no, you can't. You got frustrated. You took his flowers. You threw them to the ground. You told him to leave, and then you pulled a gun and shot the gun. I mean, is there something wrong with you?
No, ma'am.
Well, where do you live? Here?
In Dallas, ma'am.
In Dallas, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
45 years.
You ought to know better. That's not the way civilized people deal with things. Now I'll read the report. Officers also observed the spent .45 caliber casing on the parking lot pavement, at which times the officers separated both witnesses, and they both gave the officers the same account of how the events took place. Witness Gray advised that she was driving eastbound on Ledbetter when she glanced over to the offense in the parking lot and observed you with a gun pointed over the complainant's head as she was driving into the parking lot, and that you fired one shot narrowly missing the complainant's head. And then you pointed the gun at the complainant's chest and stated, "Get the F off my property." This is from an eyewitness. This isn't somebody who's there. Unbelievable. Police officers determined that you had used a deadly conduct knowingly and intentionally. He was given his Miranda warnings and placed under arrest. Good for the police officer. Why do you think,
Your Honor,
sir, why do you think that you are entitled to any relief?
Your Honor, that's not the truth. If you can hear my side of the story, I'm trying to let people know my side of the story, Your Honor.
I have to tell you, sir, you don't have a side of the story. You don't have a side of the story. You had the police who responded to a call. According to what you knew, 3 times, this tenant of yours called the police and said, "I want you to get this other person who doesn't have a permit off the premises because I have a permit to be here and he doesn't." And the police came 3 times, and they see him. And I don't know what the laws are in Dallas. Maybe if you sell less than 10 items or 15 items, you're allowed to sell them out of your car. I don't know what the law is, but the police know what the law is, and the police responded to your complaint and chose not to take any action. And then you show up, and you call the police again, and the police don't come. And you're frustrated. So you take his property, and you throw it on the floor, which you can't do. Now, I do not believe that he beat you, because a man of this size, if he beat you, it would have been in the police report that there were injuries. So he didn't put his hands on you. But he also wasn't going to leave. And you got frustrated. And you took out a gun over flowers. Not because you were defending yourself, because that, sir, I do not believe. You were furious that he wasn't listening to you. And you told him, according to the witnesses, not him, according to the witnesses, to get off your property, and then you shot over his head. And they found the bullet casing. You would be spending 2 years in prison if I was sentencing you. Now, you went to trial on this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And a Texas jury found you not guilty after trial. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am, because I wasn't guilty.
You were guilty. They probably felt sorry for you because maybe 45 years and you've been living a relatively clean life. You're allowed to carry your gun. I wouldn't let you carry your gun anymore. I would lift your carry permit and not let you carry your gun anymore because you don't know what to do with it. But if it costs you $10,000 to hire a lawyer and defend yourself, good. That's what's supposed to happen. You don't have a right to pull out a gun over flowers.
That was not over flowers.
It was over flowers.
I would say no.
It was over flowers. And it was over flowers that the police told him, in all probability, sell the rest of your flowers and then get out of here. And you didn't like it. And that's tough. And you didn't like the fact that he didn't listen to you. And that's tougher.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Once you're shot at with a gun, you never view the world the same way. Never.
And later today,
He wasn't pushing himself.